Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, or welcome back if you're already subscribed. Today's video is just a quick one. I've been asked a few times recently actually about some of the abbreviations that I use, and I do apologise for doing that. I do say things, I'll call a speech therapist SALT, and I'll say the one that the video really is about today is that I'll say NT for neurotypical. That one is the one that the video is about today, just purely because a lot of people use the word normal. Now, most people, in my experience, I don't want to absolutely open a can of worms and start a war with this. I'm just going to tell you about my experience. I can't speak for anybody else. In my experience, those who use the word normal, so they'll say, so how Toby differs from normal kids, they don't actually say it like that. They usually trip over the word normal or say, sorry, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, normal, but I don't mean it in any offensive way. And usually they're really just asking me for information about Toby. They may be showing some interest in him, they maybe just have some interest in his condition, they may have concerns about their own kids, whatever. I think that's forgivable. I don't bite somebody's head off for doing that. And I'm sure we all know by now that I do have my moments where I can be a bit more fierce, but that's not one of them. I just think that's something that I could have done before I was living this life, because it's not that they don't. I think neurotypical is not a well-known word, and I think it needs to be a more well-known word. And basically, what neurotypical means is a person, child or adult, with no condition of the brain. So they don't have autism. It may be that they don't have cerebral palsy. There's very huge number of conditions, ADHD, dyspraxia, anything like that. Then you would use the word, for example, if you're explaining Toby, you might say person with autism or autistic person. And then how does he compare to his normal cousins? Now, usually if you say that to me, although I wouldn't bite your head off, I would probably, because I can see that you're struggling to find a word that you think that's not going to offend me, I'm going to find acceptable for normal. I'm here to tell you what that word is today, and it's neurotypical. Now, when I am talking, usually I'll say NT. NT is just the abbreviation for neurotypical. You'll usually find that if anybody's got a newly diagnosed child, you may find that any professional that you talk to will usually say NT or neurotypical. It's very, very, very rare for them to say normal, or I hope it is anyway. But I just wanted to really, I suppose I wanted to give people that kind of tool, people who are struggling, people who do, when they're having a conversation with somebody. I think it can be really, really difficult, particularly within our autism community, that it can be difficult because our kids, of course, are different, and we're all very much of it's okay to be different mindset, and we are I am always on the alert for criticism or any kind of derogatory terminology that may be used in regards to that kind of thing. So I think that's probably why when somebody's talking to me and they go to ask me a question and need to say neurotypical, stumble for something to say. I think perhaps sometimes, I know I'm certainly guilty of it at times, you can be too, fire is not the right word, too kind of defensive about that kind of thing, because that if that person is not, it's an innocent mistake that they're making, then you can just correct them politely and kindly and tell them the right word, because all they're doing really is just stumbling looking for the correct word. Now, I did not, I'll be really honest, I did not know the word neurotypical's meaning until things sort of started up with Toby. So I just thought I'd make a quick video about that. Let's share it about a bit, help everyone out a bit who is struggling with it, because I think, it's such a different thing when somebody's being unkind and when somebody's showing interest. I love anybody to show interest and ask me questions about Toby. I find that they're searching for I'm giving them some acceptance of his condition. I'm helping them to understand why he does some of the things that he does, and that's never a bad thing. Anyway, please do give the video a thumbs up down below. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon.